finished watching this video. I thought, you know what, I'll give Tommy the time of day. Let's see what he has to say. Now, PB, after watching it for 2.5 hours and listening to what I had to say, this is what I learned. Now, I want to meet you, Tommy. And PBD, I just want to say I'm disappointed in you, right? The fact that you call the video this is shocking. When you know, and you talk about it in the video, that England's actually fallen and Christianity has, not Islam. Yeah, you get a few criminals and nut jobs about, but it's not just these Asian men that are committing these crimes. Now, I'll tell you now, I've been a barber for 7 years. I've been around for the last 10. I've seen some Mazza things and I've heard some Mazza stories. Now, let me get into it. You want to constantly talk about these Muslim grooming gangs and rape gangs and stuff. Now, let me just tell you this, Tommy, yeah, from what I know. I don't know if you know about this, but I know these things. And you don't see me, you know, gallivanting the streets and causing protests saying Christians this and white people this, disgusting this. Anyway, listen. So once I had a lad that was from Scotland. He came for a trim. He was new to Preston because he was in the barracks for the army. And once he come through, he's quite drunk, yeah. And I also went out with him here and there, just, you know, as a chill with him. And once he just let it out that once his uncle, Englishman, raped him when he was young, bummed him. That's one. Bonnie Blue. There's no Asian man profiting off Bonnie Blue. There's no Asian grooming gangs there, mate. All I see queuing up for her is some black guys and some English guys, and that's it. Right, thirdly, yeah, OnlyFans management. That is a thing now. On Instagram, there's so many English lads making money off it. And what is the difference? You keep talking about all these Asian grooming gangs. What about the white guys that are OnlyFans managers? Yeah, and all the vulnerable girls getting used in that. Anyway, 4. Once I was chatting to someone, yeah, a girl, English girl, and she was on a holiday, and 3 lads were taking turns on her. Irish lads, no Muslims, Irish. Anyway, let's go on to the next one, right? There was a time when a girl had a threesome, and the lads started taking videos and sharing it about. They weren't Muslims. They weren't Muslims, sharing it around on group chats and whatnot. Right, let me go on to the next one. There's an English barber, I can't say where from the local area, and he's gone to prison because he got found guilty of doing stuff with his stepdaughter who's underage. That wasn't a Muslim, it was an English guy. Anyway, this really annoyed me. PBD, you should have done more research on this and been better than this. Now, they brought up the Southport riots. They didn't mention, right, that the murderer of the little kid in the nursery was a Christian. They didn't mention that because they're both Christian. These two, PBD and Tommy, the Christian now. But they didn't want to mention that. They just started showing the riots. Disappointing. It's ridiculous. They're just trying to build hate, right, and corrupt minds. But you're meant to be better than that. Having that platform, right, and you're just telling lies and not mentioning all information just proves why you were put in prison, Tommy, for so long in solitary confinement. You talk about it in the video, you know, the jihadi guys were in the cells above you and that. Why do you think? Because you're just inflicting fear, yeah, and negativity and hate. That is what terrorists do. The average nice human being, Muslim, whatever they are, don't do this stuff that you're doing. You're inflicting fear and hate. That is a terrorist thing. You're terrorizing a society. You don't even realize it. You're becoming what you hate and what you once hated. It's not a coincidence, mate. It happens with a lot of people on this planet. They end up becoming someone that they do not like, or someone that they did not like, someone they did not look up to, and they end up becoming that person. Anyway, on to the next thing. I was talking to a girl. She was on a night out in Manny. You want to talk about Islam's failed in the video, and I'm going to tell you why Christianity's failed. You lot let your girls do drugs, drink, go out, party, be vulnerable, be in vulnerable states, you know, festivals, this, that. I was speaking to a girl once. She went out in Manchester. Yeah, I was meant to be dating her. She come back. A white guy followed her into the room and tried raping her. That wasn't a Muslim, mate. I don't know if you know about all these things, Tommy. I don't know why you're so fixated on Islam, but I think I know now why. I watched it in the video now. If you carry on and sway it, I think you're just focused on negativity. You talk about schools. You talk about schools having mixed teams, the white kids versus the Muslim lads. And what? Mate, I went to primary school, it was the case. I was the lad that always ended up being in the white lads team. Only because it wasn't even and, you know, doing numbers and whatnot. And what? I still chill with my white mates. You know, sometimes we'd go out together, we'd go for meals together. I was cutting their hair, you know. In high school, you're all chilling together. Come college time, you're all in a football tournament together. English, black, Asian lads, Muslim lads, all in one team. You are pathetic for bringing this up. This is just minor stuff that you do when you're kids. You know, it's your community, it's your local mates, and what? You want to play against the others. You don't want to play against your mates, do you? Mate, pathetic, ridiculous. And I genuinely think all this hate is from two things. The trauma of your cousin, which is fair. Okay, I understand. You know, these people need sorting out. But there's criminals in all races and all religions. It's not just Islam that are the rapists and the gangs. It's not. You talk about, you talked about the Palestine marches and the events. There was no windows getting smashed in them, mate. There was windows and police getting attacked in the EDL one. Not the Palestine one. You didn't bring up that. PBD failed to address that. Ridiculous. And that's it. That's all I need to say. I would love to meet you, Tommy. I would love to meet him and have a conversation with him and try to talk sense into him, but I don't think you can. I think he's just got too much hate in him, too much negativity. It's not good for society and it's not good to be on a platform. This is why you're getting silenced. You're not getting silenced because of free speech and all this. You're getting silenced because you are a terrorist and you don't even realise it. This is coming from someone that's just normal middle class. I've got English friends. I don't hate you, Tommy. Yeah, I don't hate him. I do not have hate in me. I'm aware of when someone's a bit too far gone in something. And PBD, ridiculous. I expected better from you. I think you should do more research into things. You didn't mention about the lad that did the stabbings in Southport not being Muslim. He was Christian. You didn't mention that because you're both Christian. But yeah, Islam hasn't failed. We pray every day. We meditate, we love peace, we search for knowledge, we preach cleanliness and staying away from drugs and alcohol. I think, if anything, that's better for society than what you lot are doing. But yeah, I think these men need to get the facts right because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Christians, your society is that messed up that you're just trying to blame someone else. How about you work on fixing your own? How about you come back, take a few steps back, move your eyesight away from Islam and just focus on the positives of building Christianity? Why not do that? Because you're too obsessed with the negative instead of thinking about the positive. You're bothered about building hate instead of building love.